is First Coast Living.
Well, hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Midfield. Thank you for starting your week with us.
That's
Happy
right.
Monday, everybody.
Oh, hey, yeah, we got some folks behind us here. We're excited. But I have to ask you, other than Sunday, because we'll get to that.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
It was lovely, actually. So Saturday we celebrated Gwen's first birthday.
Aww.
Right. So she was born on the 3rd. So but we didn't celebrate it the 3rd. We actually did it this Saturday, right? So it was really, really cool. We had tons and tons of folks over at Gigi Papa's. Man, it was a great time. It was really, really cool.
Did she have the smash cake?
Yeah, she had a Peppa Pig cake.
Yay!
Smashed it all over the place.
Did she love it?
She did. You know, interestingly enough, she's not very messy, right?
Oh, that's good.
For a baby,
that's
right?
Nice.
And so like when you put the cake in front of her, she's kind of like, is somebody gonna
cut this up for me?
Up with that? I mean, really, she like looked around like, what are we doing? And
That's
then
so
you're like,
cute.
no, you put your hand in it. And then she like stuck her hand in it.
Yeah, and she's like, I don't want it on there.
But now my hand's gross, dude.
Probably when she's a toddler, it'll get a little.
Well, and like, no, keep going. Then once she got in there, then she really got in. And then you're like, okay, cool. But yeah, how about you guys?
It was wonderful. Went out to DECA to see Dombresky. He is a DJ that we saw when we went to EDC Orlando in November.
Yeah.
And we didn't really know his music, but we liked his set while we were there. And I'm like, he's coming to Jacksonville. And what I love about that venue is it's just a pretty intimate venue.
It is.
And so we had such a great time. And then laid out earlier that day, actually. Got a little bit of sun because it was so nice. It was like 80 degrees on Saturday.
Some of the boys went swimming.
That's no. The water's a little too chilly for me.
Yeah, well, when you're like a 9-year-old kid, like
kids don't care.
It was like 85 degrees. Like, I am going swimming. It's hot.
Right.
Just jumping in there. You're like, well, there they go. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're here, and it is Buddy Check 12 Day, so we've got our pink on.
That's right. Right.
But we also have a great show in store, don't we?
We do. We are talking healthy eating today on First Coast Living. We'll be living in the kitchen with the folks from Pliable.
Yum. Then Amelia Island Restaurant Week is showing off their menu today, and we also have some special events that are planned or that they have planned this week.
Very cool. Plus, First Coast author Lady Monique is stopping by to tell us about her new book. But first, it's time for
Say What?
Yeah!
All right, David, we do have to talk about yesterday.
Yeah, we have to talk about the elephant in the room.
Sad.
It's hard to put into words, guys, what we're all feeling with the Jaguars. Had a fantastic season. Okay, so let's just talk about this for a minute.
Yeah.
So Trevor didn't have a very good game yesterday, right?
Right.
But in all, he's really come a long way this season compared to years past. I was telling my wife this yesterday. I was like, I don't want to talk about the game right now. I am so hurt, right?
Yeah.
We had the game won. When you're up by 3, when you hold the lead with 3 minutes left in the National Football League, you should be able to win that game. You're supposed to win that game, especially at home. But we didn't. And then I was like, I don't want to talk about it, but tomorrow I have a feeling I'm going to really be able to reflect on the season, and I have. And so all morning I've been thinking about this. It's exciting.
Yeah, because now we're excited for next season.
I am so excited for Jaguars football for the foreseeable future, right?
Yes.
Because what we didn't have before, we have now. We have a front office that's all on the same page, right? Tony Boselli is a winner, right? He is ready He brings so much of his personality to that team, it's unbelievable. Right. Jimmy Gladstone, the general manager, we call him Jimmy Stones. He is amazing, and he's a fantastic general manager. And then we have Liam Cohen. So the continuity of all this is what's going to bring us the sustainable success, right?
Yeah.
So Trevor Lawrence has gone through how many offensive coordinators in the beginning of his career? We also have to remember, guys, that the dude's only like 25 years old or 26 years old. He's still a baby, right? So now we get to have Liam Cohen calling plays year in and year out, hopefully for the next decade, right?
Right.
And so I think you're going to see success like we've seen with Patrick Mahomes, and like we've seen with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and things like that. It's that continuity. It's like Liam Cohen calls the plays, every week.
Right.
So he's going to keep calling the plays.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be able to just master it. We're going to keep growing and stuff like that. So I think whereas the beginning of the season we looked a little discombobulated, right? Like we're getting like a lot of pre-snap penalties, things of that nature, and then by halfway point we start cleaning that up, right?
Yeah.
I think that at the start of next season, it will be sharp right out of the gate.
Yes.
Right? A full off-season install and everything else, I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But give credit where credit's due. The Bills, they stepped up. They made the plays when we didn't make them, so, you have to give them credit. Josh Allen is a beast. He's an absolute superstar, so it is what it is.
And I believe we do have a soundbite from what head coach Liam Cohen and quarterback Trevor Lawrence had to say after the game.
Yeah, check it out.
It'll take a little bit of time. Wasn't really 100% sure what to say to those guys in there because you don't really plan for what you're going to say after the season ends. Be fortunate to be able to get together tomorrow, get the guys in there, communicate, be able to swallow this one and keep it moving.
Losing that game today, and like I said, we feel like we can beat anyone on any day, and felt like that today. And Buffalo, like I said, made a few more plays, so that's still fresh. Not even really thinking about next year. I have so much confidence in this group and the staff and the direction we're heading, but that doesn't make you feel better about the season ending today when we feel like there was more out there for us.
Right. So it's depressing, right? It hurts. It breaks your heart, right? You lost in heartbreaking fashion. But I'm telling you, I'm so excited for the future of Jaguars football. I really do think that we have a great team. We have a great office. Ownership seems like they're handing it over in the right way. I'm very excited. I'm so sad today, guys. I'm right there with all of you. It was just awful, but we have a lot to look forward to, I think.
That's right. And then Travis Hunter will be back too.
That's right.
It's going to be very exciting.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool as 8 fans on high. I think I got to take a walk, right?
Yeah, I think we're getting a little hungry, aren't we?
Let's get healthy time. Come on. All right, we are living in the Winn-Dixie kitchen. Everybody, brought to you by ProCraft Cabinetry. Now you can ride the protein wave right here in Jacksonville. Of course, we're joined by Playa Bowls with Mark Williams and Jillian Word. Word up, Jillian. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, all right. So for folks at home who are not familiar, tell us about Playa Bowls first.
Well, Playa Bowls is a leading superfruit shop. We do acai bowls, smoothies, cold brew coffees. It's a healthier option for you with some of the most amazing flavors added that you can imagine.
I'm telling you, you guys really do bring the flames. I'm so serious. I've had like several things from you guys, and every one of them is absolutely delicious. So you just launched something called the Protein Wave, right? So let's ride that wave. What are we doing?
So the Protein Wave is Playa Bowls' first ever dedicated protein menu.
Okay.
And we have 2 new bowls and 3 new smoothies. We're going to be making one of the protein power bowls today.
Yeah, we are.
And my personal favorite smoothie is the Tidal Wave smoothie, and it's like a pina colada with like 31 grams of protein in it.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. So we're ready to hit the gym and get one of those, right?
Yes.
That's
People
amazing.
are starting to realize the importance of protein in their diet.
Yeah.
It boosts your immune system, builds muscle, all kinds of growth and great stuff for your body. So look that up. It's
that was actually going to be my next question. Why is the protein so important? But there you go. Thank you very much. All right, so let's get into it. Let's make one of these.
All right. So first we start off with our acai, our Playa acai.
So what is acai for those who don't know?
So acai is a Brazilian berry.
Okay.
And it's organic, and there's already protein blended in this one, but then we're gonna add another 2 tablespoons.
Oh.
And we just mix it in. So this bowl has 42 grams of protein in it.
Dang.
And
That's
it's
real.
very good. And this is chocolate whey. And
Okay.
if you're vegan, you can do chocolate plant.
Okay.
And so we mix it all in, and then we top it off with our very delicious blueberry flax granola.
Yeah.
And again, we have this in a gluten-free vegan option.
Okay.
Put
You
that
guys
on
have
top.
lots of cool options
Yes.
for all the dietary stuff.
Everything's customizable. So if you don't like something, swap it out for something you do like.
That was very.
Thank
that was very
you.
professional.
She's amazing.
That was wild. That was nice.
And on
Good
top
life skills.
gets a full banana.
Okay.
And then we have our delicious peanut butter.
Yeah.
And
Now you're talking
drizzle
about
that on
language.
top.
Peanut butter and bananas are.
It's my
It's
favorite.
such a great combination. I got to be honest with you.
And get a taste
Okay,
of
cool.
that.
Here we go. Let me get a little bit of everything here. Hold on. Let me get some of the banana action.
And it's 42 grams of protein.
Got that peanut butter, got that chocolate flavor in there,
Man, that is so good.
along with the acai.
Oh, that is so good.
And that will keep you full.
Yeah, absolutely. You can
That's
tell.
a meal.
So yeah, the bowls. Okay, so for a lot of guys my age, you're in your mid-40s kind of thing. You grow up the way we do. You kind of think like a meal needs to have like meat and stuff like that to like make you full. That's not the case.
That's got the protein. It's got everything you need in there.
That's really good,
It's a good pre-workout, post-workout, after dinner, lunch, breakfast. You can eat it any time of the day.
It's super good. I'm telling you, I like prior to hosting the show with Jordan, I never really had acai bowls, right? And we've had a couple of you guys come in. They're so delicious. It was never on my radar, but like it totally
It's
is now.
addicting.
I have them about 7 times a week. So.
Okay, so give us all the deets. Where do we find you?
We have 3 shops. We have one in St. John's Town Center in Jacksonville near the Cheesecake Factory. We have one in the Beach Walk community in St. John's, and we have a third one in St. Augustine, right on St. George Street.
Excellent. And real quick, you guys have a deal for coming up for National Peanut Butter Day, right?
Yes, for National Peanut Butter Day, it's January 24th. You'll get $5 off the protein power bowl that we just made. So it's a really good deal, and you want to sign up for rewards, and you'll be able to claim that deal
I love that.
And then next week we have free protein bites with
any purchase of our protein items.
Very cool. Congratulations. This is great. Congratulations, guys. Thank you so very much for being here. Get out and try yourself a Playa Bowl.
Yes.
They don't suck even one bit. But for now, let's go send it over to Jordan.
And don't forget, you got one for me over there, right? Absolutely. Well, it is now time for Modern Motherhood with Jacksonville mom. Dominique Landry is back to talk about the New Year's reset for moms. So thank you so much for joining us. Always great to see you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And look, we're still repping the Jags. I don't care.
are doing
Okay, we love it. We love it. Duval till we die, or Duval till we die, I should say. So every January we talk about resolutions, right? So why is it important to maybe call this more of a reset? Because folks just have a hard time keeping those resolutions, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's hard because when we say resolution, we think something like really rigid, kind of like an all or nothing. And a lot of the times, the New Year is really one of the busiest times for moms coming off of the holidays, getting kids back to schools and back
Right.
to a regular schedule.
Routines.
So if you think about a reset, you can really think about what actually aligns to where you are in your life right now.
yes.
Like what works for me given where I am versus trying to do an overhaul of everything, which
Right.
is really hard this time of year.
Definitely, and it kind of puts less pressure on you
It
in a
does,
way.
it does.
So what are the biggest mistakes moms are making when we're talking about goals? And maybe let's talk about fitness because you're really big in that space too.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I always try to do too much too fast. I think
And then we burn out, right?
You do. That's exactly what it is. Then you burn out because it's not sustainable. You didn't think, because I think a lot of times they think goals are for people that like have total control over their lives, total control over like the resources and all that stuff. And that's just, and their time. That's not
Right.
the case for moms. Like a lot of what we do is based on our kids' schedule. You never know when someone's going to get sick. You don't know if work is going to be running late. And so a lot of the times you are setting these goals without thinking about all of these other things that can impact those goals.
Right.
And so when you think about trying to do like cut out a total full food group or say I'm going to work out every day, well, that might not be the case. So if you take them in little small bites, so like literally embarrassingly small bites,
Okay.
right? So say I'm going to do 10 minutes of working out, or I'm going to drink an extra glass of water today.
Okay.
Once you start doing those small things, then you can build on that, and then you're figuring out, okay, what actually works for my routine
Right.
and my schedule, and then you build from there.
So how do we keep kind of motivated then when we, let's say we don't really make the goal that
Yeah.
week or something?
Yeah.
We don't want to beat ourselves up over it.
Exactly.
So how do we stay motivated?
Yeah, so I think with these options and when you're thinking through this, the idea is to give yourself a ton of grace for all of these things, right? And continuing to reset.
Yeah, don't give up.
Exactly. If you reset and say, I did not make this week, you can take a step back and say, what didn't work out well and why didn't it work out well? And even, is this the right goal for me?
Right.
Right? And then you're saying, okay, you're taking it week by week or sometimes day by day, sometimes hour by hour, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying what works out, give yourself grace and start again.
And celebrate the small wins. You can smell it too, I guess. I don't know. But so really quickly too, because I mentioned you are big in the fitness space. Tell everyone a little bit about what you do and how they can maybe follow you and kind of get some of those great advice you offer.
Thank you. So on everything fit_enough, Fit Enough with Dominique Landry. I do online training. I obviously do wellness events, and I travel and teach as well. And so I just like to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and if you need a little bit more motivation or help, you know,
Yes.
she's got you covered.
And always it's about sustainable fitness. So I don't
Yeah.
do anything where it's completely restrictive dieting. I don't do anything where I'm saying you have to run an hour a day to work off anything. All of mine starts in love for your body and love for yourself, and then we go from there.
I think that's wonderful. And then they can go to jacksonvillemom.com too if they
Always.
have more or they need more inspiration, right?
Yes.
Especially with those busy parents out there. So thank you so much for joining
for
us and Happy
having
New Year once
me.
again to
Happy
you.
New Year.
Thank you. And David, what do we have coming up?
All right, coming up, we're going to continue to coin new words like celebrate. No, I'm just kidding. You can let it burn with a different take on a burn book. A local author, Lady Monique, is here with the details. Plus, who was caught off guard by the cold weather this morning? I know I was. Should we put the jackets away? Well, we'll find out with rain or shine. It's next. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Are your windows making life uncomfortable? Then you need new replacement windows from Renewal by Andersen. Get comfortable now and get an amazing deal. Call Renewal by Andersen today and schedule your free design consultation.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
If your kids are anything like our kids, we have a lot of cleaning to do. We can totally get that stain out for you. Call Michael's Rug Studio today to get an estimate to have your area rugs cleaned. Make all those messy spills disappear with one phone call.
Are you or a loved one between the ages of 50 to 80 years old? If you are younger than 80 years old, do you receive Social Security, disability, or Medicare? If you answered yes, you may qualify for $30,000 in funeral insurance for only pennies a day. The average funeral costs around $11,000, and Social Security only pays $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the balance. Call now to see if you qualify for $30,000 in funeral expense coverage from Senior Legacy Life. Your rate will never increase. Your benefits will never decrease, and there is no medical exam, even if you have a pre-existing disease or illness. Don't be a financial burden to your family. Lock in your rate by completing an application over the phone right now. Will you qualify for funeral insurance up to $30,000 for only pennies a day? Find out for free by calling Senior Legacy Life.
Call 1-800-600-1109. That's 1-800-600-1109. 1-800-600-1109.
Think of all the places that could expose you to identity theft and financial loss. It only takes one mistake at your bank, hospital, or employer for a criminal to gain access to your personal information. And if they do, you and your money are at risk.
$110,000 of my hard-earned money gone.
With LifeLock, if your identity is compromised, we'll step in and fix it so you don't have to, guaranteed. Our dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialists handle your case from start to finish. They contact institutions on your behalf, dispute fraudulent charges, and more. In fact, we're so confident that restoration is guaranteed. Plus, LifeLock offers the $1 Million Protection Package with coverage up to $3 million.
When I opened my mail and I had a check from LifeLock, they made me whole.
Call now or go online and use promo code 35OFF to save 35% off an annual plan for your first year. Enroll now.
For over 40 years, ProCraft Cabinetry has been the builder's choice for multifamily cabinet solutions. From apartments to condos and large-scale housing developments, our durable cabinets are designed to handle the demands of your projects. Visit jax.procraftcabinetry.com.
Have you ever wondered if a door could be more? Get more than just a door. Get an ensemble entry door. Thoughtfully engineered and exclusively from Renewal by Andersen. For a limited time, enjoy special savings on our all-new ensemble entry doors.
Well, I am joined by Lady Monique. She's here to tell us about her book, Let It Burn, Release, Rebuild, and Revive in 2026. It is so nice to meet you. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah,
thank you for having me.
Of course. All right, so what exactly is a burn book? Because that's what we're talking about. And you've got two of them, right?
Yes, I have a men and a woman's version.
Oh, very cool.
So a burn book is a journal. It's a self-help mental health tool that I developed to where it's not your typical journal. It's to let you release. You have to be honest, first of all. That's the first thing. You have to be honest. Talk about your husband, your dog, your pastor, your doctor, whoever you want to talk about.
Okay.
And then in the journal, there are also prompts for you to rebuild yourself once you empty out everything you're releasing.
Oh, okay. So the beginning would be more of you just kind of getting all that out.
Exactly.
And then what do you do with that after?
Exactly.
Oh,
What
okay.
did you do today to make yourself proud? It could be something simple like, I just got up.
Yeah,
You
like what
know,
Dominique was talking about, you know, just those little goals.
Little goals. It doesn't have to be anything major. It has a budgeting tool. If you want to have a budget, you want to reach by the end of the year a certain amount. And it's there to help you rebuild yourself after releasing everything that you've been holding on to.
Wow, something we all could use right now, right? To kind of get it all out. So what was the motivation ultimately behind these books?
I hold grudges. I hold grudges real
she
bad.
can admit it though, right?
Listen, if I didn't like you in 99, I'm not going to like you in 2026.
Okay, I got you.
You may not even know why I don't like you.
but the book does.
Exactly. And so what I had to realize is that it was only holding me back. I was holding on to things that was holding me back.
Right.
As soon as I learned to let them go, that's when I grew. But with most journals, you go back and keep reading over and over again. Well, we're supposed to be letting go. We're supposed to be healing.
Right.
How are you going to continue to heal if you keep looking at the same thing over and over again?
right.
So that's why with my book, the difference is once you fill the book, you burn it.
Oh, like physically burn it.
You
Get
set the
rid of
whole
all of
thing
it.
on fire.
Yeah, we're not looking back.
No,
Looking
we're letting
forward.
go. Yes.
So you are a self-publisher. You've already got the 2 books out. We had the QR code earlier, but you can also go on Amazon, she was saying, but that will take you there too. What is the ultimate goal for your Burn Book series? Are you going to continue with more?
Yes, so I did the woman's first, but then I realized the guys were buying the woman's because they don't have a lot. They don't have a lot to release. We want our men to be so powerful and stoic, but they don't have anywhere to release without judgment. So I went back and I did a men's book.
I think that's great.
So now I want to also make it bilingual.
Oh, wonderful.
So then I also want to do in the teenage and the kids. That way the whole family can get together and have a whole session and let's burn together.
Oh my gosh, I think that's fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today. There's the QR code once again. You can also go to ladymonique.net. Well, let us know when you've got the other ones.
Yes.
I definitely want to get my hands on one too. I think this is really cool.
Yes, awesome.
Well, thank you so much. And now it is time for another Stories of Service. And today we salute Letitia Parker.
United States Army Lieutenant Letitia Parker's story of service started as a pediatric medical assistant at UF Health.
My process started working at UF Health as a pediatric medical assistant, and from there I really wanted to join the Army because my dad is a retired sergeant major and we have a long history of Parkers that have served our country since the Revolutionary War, and I felt like it was my calling to be a part of that tradition.
Lieutenant Parker's first duty assignment was as a field artillery officer.
So going through that environment was really cool. I got to work closely with our infantry units as a fire support officer and learned a lot from their side of the house. And after that, I was moved over to the gun line as a fire direction center officer. And from there, I learned a lot of the technical side of fire support, which is often not really thought of as the cool side, because it's a lot of math and maps involved. But I learned that our job is one of the most important parts of the job, because we're the ones that put rounds on the target. So as a team all together, we really are able to come together and complete the mission.
Since returning to Jacksonville, Lieutenant Parker has stepped into a recruitment role.
So my goal was to come back to Jacksonville and enter in the recruiting realm of the Army. I really wanted to inspire others to join the Army and have their own great experiences as much as I've had my own great experiences.
If you have a story of service that you'd like us to share, send us an email to storiesofservice@firstcoastnews.com.
With Farrow, they have made it very clear that I do have the right to be made whole again. They've made sure that I've not only been made whole, but I've been motivated throughout the process. I gave it a shot, and it's one of the best decisions I made.
It's about time.
I had a true partner in my health, that my aches and pains aren't dismissed.
That my health needs aren't treated the same way
As mine.
With Conviva Care Center, it's about time.
Actually, 50% more time with my doctor.
to get the answers I need.
Conviva's been taking care of seniors for more than 50 years.
Finally, I have a team of experts
Taking a proactive approach.
To help me be my healthiest.
At Conviva, our time is spent making sure you make the most of yours. Schedule a tour today.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond. From walk-in closets to entertainment centers. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
Hello, I'm Veronica.
My name is Darvin.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Jackie.
And we switched to Consumer Cellular.
My previous provider was terrible.
Surprise, we've changed your rate.
We wouldn't get to talk to a person.
And then all of a sudden it disconnects.
Now with Consumer Cellular, no problems.
Better customer service. They tell me exactly what I'm paying and why I'm paying for it.
It's within $1 of being half of my old bill.
With Verizon, I was paying about $150 a month. With Consumer Cellular, I'm paying about half that.
Okay, this is doable. This is affordable.
I'm getting the exact same coverage for half the price. That's a beautiful thing.
Done deal.
I got to keep my phone. I got to keep my number.
Switching over took about 20 minutes. That's it.
It's month to month, very simple.
It's been amazing.
I was now a Consumer Cellular customer.
And I've been bragging to my friends about it too.
Call 800-420-5406 to switch and save up to half with Consumer Cellular. Plus, for a limited time, new customers get their second month free.
The Rooms to Go New Year's sofa sale is now through Wednesday. Hurry in to get big savings and endless sofa possibilities. Choose from a huge selection of sofas on sale. Save on stylish fabric sofas, versatile sleeper sofas, plush leather sofas, sectionals, and comfortable reclining sofas. Every sofa you see is priced low to sell fast. And only Rooms to Go offers an opportunity like this. So shop the Rooms to Go New Year's sofa sale now through Wednesday.
There are a lot of good lawyers out there, but the real question is, are they good enough to treat you with dignity and respect? Are they good enough for you? We do things in a timeless, classic way that our clients really appreciate. It doesn't get more fairer than that.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back. It is now time for Rain or Shine. I'm here with my buddy Mike Pringley. What do we got going on over here, Mike?
Brightening everybody's day up after the Jaguars, and we're very proud of our team, but we could use temperatures a little warmer, and it's not quite warm, but at least we have the beautiful sunset. We're seeing brighter evenings 21 minutes later tonight compared to December 7th. So outside, I noticed walking the dogs last night. It was great.
Yeah, it's been so nice. Got to lay out Saturday, but then we felt the chill bring it. It got brought in yesterday.
For sure. And as we look at our travel weather today, I wanted you to show you this. So 58 is the best we can do, and it looks like this cold weather's here to stay. So instead of wrap and peel, instead of the wrap and peel pattern, we're talking about cold, and get out the cold coats.
Okay, well, more on that for noon to see maybe when we might be warming back up. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm tossing it over to you, David.
All right, guys, it's time for Living in the Kitchen, sponsored by Winn-Dixie and built by ProCraft. Today, we're joined by Anthony, Madison, Chef Laquan, and Cornelius. They're here to share details on Amelia Island Restaurant Week. Thank you so much for the lot of you joining. Look, we got the memo. Everybody's in black, looking sharp, guys. Madison, good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so what is Amelia Island Restaurant Week? Give us all the details.
Yeah, so we're celebrating our 18th anniversary of the event this year, so it's a big one for us. It is a 10-day culinary event, which is great because it falls over 2 weekends, so lots to enjoy, and that's going to be January 16th through 25th.
Okay. And now, so why is Restaurant Week such a big deal for Amelia Island and the local restaurants involved?
Yeah, so this year we've got 24 local restaurants taking part, so a great group of them. And January tends to be a little slower. People are coming off the holidays, they're not as ready to travel, so this is a great way to drive business into those restaurants and get them out there and trying all of our amazing food.
I love that. That's a great idea. So when I used to run bars and restaurants, I can tell you firsthand, January is like, oh, it's like pulling teeth to try to get business sometimes. So this is fantastic. You've brought one of those local restaurants with you. Who do we have today?
We've got Sandbar Amelia Island, this amazing group, and they got a lot of great stuff to share.
Excellent. All right, gentlemen from Sandbar. So first things first, tell us about Sandbar before we get into the food.
Okay, so Sandbar of Amelia Island has the best view anywhere. We're very fortunate. We have no dunes that block our view from the beach. We have 2 stories, 3 bars, 25 TVs, great sports bar. It's a great place for tourists and the locals to come and celebrate with their friends and families. So. And we got some great cuisine.
It's a beautiful spot. All right, so let's jump right into it. What do we have here? What are we doing?
We have our prime rib, garlic mashed potatoes, spring rolls, and some creamy horseradish sauce that was actually passed down.
Hold on, without further ado, right? Okay, so so is this something? Is this the kind of fare that we can expect during Restaurant Week?
Yes, we're featuring that. An interesting thing about the horseradish sauce, it's a family recipe. We call it Linda's Famous Family Horseradish Sauce. Yeah. And I shared the recipe with Laquan, and he liked it, so we tried it, and it's a big hit. So we run this as a special at times already. So, so it's good?
That's great, dude.
All right.
Boy, it's awesome. Okay, so real quick, just give me some details for Sandbar. When you open, do you have happy hour, things like that?
Yep, we have happy hour. We also have theme nights. We have $12 pizza nights.
Oh!
We have the prime rib special as well on Tuesday. We have Whiskey Wednesday, which Cornelius is going to cover with you. Thursday is rib night, and Friday is fried fish Friday. So
listen, you sold me with a $12 pizza night.
Yeah,
like that's my jam.
It's a whole pizza too, so it's a big winner. So
all right, gentlemen, you got to slide this way. I'm going to slide that way because we were talking about our Wednesday special, right?
Yep.
All right, what do we have for us, Cornelius?
So Whiskey Wednesdays, we have $6 barrel picks.
Okay.
We've got a couple of different ones with different bourbons and whiskeys through, and then we've also got. Sorry.
Well, sorry. What are we doing today? What is it? We have the. So what are we doing with cold brew? I have seen this quite a few times, but I've never actually had this. Does this have booze in it?
Yes. So it's actually really good. We've got the largest whiskey and bourbon collection in the state of Florida.
Come on.
We've got over 1,200 of them. So this is going to be our spin on an espresso martini.
Well, let's do it, man. So how do we make this?
So you're going to go 2 ounces of Jameson, cream, and 0.25 ounces of simple syrup.
Nice. All right. So just take this back to that. Look at how beautiful that is. Look, producer Natalia's up on the side. So generous. Ooh, man, that doesn't suck at all.
There we go.
Great job, man. That is delicious. Okay, before I let you go, one more time, give us all the details for the Amelia Island super delicious, awesome, tasty, fun food festival.
Yeah, so like the Sandbar here, they're going to be offering an amazing prefix menu paired with drinks, and you're going to expect that from a lot of restaurants. Specials, lunch specials, dinner specials, prefix menus, just so much good stuff to enjoy and get you in restaurants that you might not normally go to. So visit ameliaisland.com/yummy. It's January 16th through 25th, and we'll see you there.
It's going to definitely be yummy. All right, and before I let you go, where do we find you?
Oh, I'm sorry, 2910 Atlantic Boulevard or Avenue, Fernandina Beach.
Right on.
So,
all right. Well, here,
right
cheers
on the
to
beach.
me, guys. Hope you get out there and check out some delicious food at Restaurant Week.
I'm John Morgan, and this is my family. More than 35 years ago, my wife Ultima and I started our firm with the simple goal to fight for families like yours.
What began as a small firm is now America's largest. But to us, it's always been more than just a business.
It's a family business. We understand what it means to face hard times and fight to overcome them. Every case we take on is personal because we know what's at stake for you.
When you're injured, we're here for you.
For the people, for the families.
Get your home ready for the change in seasons with a $69 HVAC tune-up from Florida Home Air Conditioning. Our pros can help you lower energy costs, prevent costly breakdowns, and make sure your system is running at peak efficiency right when you need it most. Our exceptional service guarantee, combined with over 20 years experience serving Jacksonville and the surrounding areas, means you can trust your family's comfort to Florida Home. Call 904-594-7435.
Florida Home AC.
For over 40 years, ProCraft Cabinetry has been the builder's choice for multifamily cabinet solutions. From apartments to condos and large-scale housing developments, our durable cabinets are designed to handle the demands of your projects and are backed by a 5-year warranty. We offer competitive bids, volume discounts, and over 120,000 square feet of in-stock inventory ready for immediate delivery or same-day pickup. Partner with a team that understands your project timelines and keeps things moving. Visit jax.procraftcabinetry.com or stop by today.
Hi, I'm calling again about that estimate I was supposed to get 3 weeks ago.
Hello.
I was just wondering if you'd be able to come out and measure my tub. Me again. Just checking on your availability. I'm just calling to see if anyone can come out and take a look at my bathroom. It's not that deep. You just come in, you take the tape measure, and you go boom, 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 and you're done. Ugh.
Thank you for calling West Shore Home. What kind of project are you interested in?
When you're tired of chasing down callbacks, West Shore Home is ready to get your project started. We utilize highly trained employee installers. Plus, the first time we stop out, you'll get a price that's good for an entire year and a guaranteed installation date. Lock in limited time savings on your bathroom remodel with West Shore Home. Call or visit westshorebath.com for our New Year's buy one, get one sale. Buy a full bath remodel and get a shower and a second bathroom absolutely free. And anyone that calls right now will get an extra $250 off their project.
Some tech headlines are all about what's coming someday, but at CES this year, a big theme is tech helping with very real issues right now. Privacy, safety, accessibility, and everyday peace of mind. Tech Life columnist Jennifer Jolly joins us from Las Vegas with gear that could actually matter in real life. Jennifer, good to see you again. As always, what you got for us?
Good morning. I'm teasing one we're going to talk about in just a second, but first, I want to start with a little news you can use. You know, AI is everywhere here. Not only do tech companies use it insanely well, but now so do all the scammers and thieves. Americans now spend about 114 hours a year just trying to figure out what's legit, and roughly 1 in every 3 people, I mean, look around the room, which one of us is it, has already lost money. That's why a fix here totally jumped out at me, and I'm dying to tell you about it. It's called McAfee Scam Detector. It scans texts, emails, and websites, flagging suspicious messages in real time. Think of it like a second set of eyes. Before you click, it's built for everyday people because is this real? I got like 15 of these just this morning. Is this real? Should not and cannot be your full-time job. That tool is out now. Plans start around $50. All right, lots of new gadgets here, fix common problems this year. Take a look at this really cool next-gen LG Styler Slim Steam Closet. This is for anyone who hates overwashing their clothes. Instead of tossing jackets, sweaters, dresses, or pants into the laundry all the time, you just hang them up in here and let the styler work its magic. It uses gentle steam and moving hangers to reduce wrinkles, knock out odors, help remove allergens. No detergent, no dry cleaning, no harsh heat. It even works on stinky shoes. That is so cool. Also, amazingly, insanely awesome, LG's new OLED W6 wallpaper TV. This is not just a spec bump, guys. This fixes the 3 things that people complain about the most: cables, bulk, and giant black screens dominating your room. LG moved all the ports and processing into a separate Zero Connect box that wirelessly beams 4K video and audio to the screen. That means the TV itself, check this out, it's about the width of a pencil and sits fully flush on the wall. When it's turned off, well, you can just use it to display incredible artistic masterpieces. It is itself like a work of art. This is a TV designed to disappear until you press play. We expect it out in Q2 this year. All right, now to the one that I teased. This is like an e-bike for your body. It's the Hypershell X Ultra. It's a lightweight wearable exoskeleton that gives your legs a boost whenever movement gets hard. You still do all the work, you're still in total control. It just adds a little extra oomph whenever you need it. Think about how great this is for older adults, anyone with mobility issues. The AI system adapts automatically and can cut physical effort by up to 40%. Less joint strain, less fatigue, less wear and tear. Great for hikers, travelers, anyone who wants to stay active longer without paying the price. Okay, last but not least, look at this little guy right over here. This is BirdFee's Hum Bloom. It is a hummingbird feeder with a built-in camera and AI that identifies birds in real time. It looks just like a flower that attracts hummingbirds naturally. They zoom in and the camera automatically records close-up footage, including 4K video or 120 frame per second slow motion. But the company's huge giant news here, its major AI upgrade called Ornisense that identifies the species in real time. You can even ask the embedded voice assistant Joy questions and she responds instantly with insightful info on all your feathered friends. It even generates birding diaries from daily highlights. Insanely awesome for all you fellow bird nerds out there. Also awesome, my website where you can read more information, techish.com. Back to you.
Jennifer, these are so cool. The steam closet is absolutely bonkers. That is such a crazy cool idea, and that TV is next level. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. You always bring it. We really do appreciate you. And guys at home, if you want to watch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.
Well, I've got my delicious coffee here at Bold Bean Coffee Roasters, and look, they even did a beautiful design. I think that is so fun. So I got the latte here, but what's really cool about this trail is that you don't have to necessarily get a coffee for them to mark your passport, if you will, on the app. You can get any of the drinks here, but I'll tell you right now, this one's delicious. Cheers. So we're at the Flamingo in Murray Hill. I had to come check out this place. And we had to turn down the music for copyright reasons, but when I walked in, it just was not what I was expecting. They had some rock and roll. The lighting in here is really cool. And again, one of the stops that you can take for the Coffee and Donut Trail. Well, I have to end the Coffee and Donut Trail with a donut, wouldn't you say? So I'm out here at Good Dough in San Marco, and they hooked me up. We got a beautiful latte here with the latte art. I love when places do that. We have a couple of their most popular donuts here. We've got actually this one is the brown butter. I cannot wait to try that one. He said that's like their #1. And then they also have, this one has bacon on it. That also looks delicious. And they have a vegan option for a muffin too. It changes. So I think it's time to dig right in. But don't forget, with Visit Jacksonville, you can do the Coffee and Donuts Trail, take pictures of their QR codes at all the locations, get points, and you could earn some swag. So, delicious. Now it's time for a bite. Yum.
Yo guys, we have been waiting to do this. We're so excited. We are here at Zero Latency VR. I have one of the owners, Stephanie, with me, and we're gonna have a great time today. Stephanie, thank you so much for having us here. What? I'm so excited. Okay, so for folks who have never seen this place before, like us, tell us about Zero Latency.
So we are a family-owned business. What we're known for is free roam VR. What that means is you move freely in whatever space you play in. Like our shooter arena, it is 1,600 square feet. Up to 8 people play in it. You see each other in the game and you move freely the entire space that you're in. It is phenomenal.
That's amazing. So you mean free? Every VR experience I've done before has been like a very confined space. So I'm moving around this whole space.
This whole space. There's no cords, cables, nothing is confining you to anything. So you move, if there's an elevator in there, you are moving to get in that elevator. You're gonna go up to the next floor and then you're gonna shoot out to the other side to your next part of the mission.
This is gonna be so much fun. Okay, so take us through when somebody walks through the door, what are they gonna experience?
So first thing we do is we do like a gamer profile and waivers where you get to create a special player alias name that pops up above your head.
Yeah.
You come in the back and you do a safety briefing. It teaches you how to play the game, how to use your weapon, and how to stay safe.
Okay.
And then the fun part begins. We take you and we suit you up in the amazing gear that you have on. And then we release you in here to play whatever game you've chosen. Like tonight, you're doing Space Marine.
That's right, I'm gonna be a Space Marine. Okay, so, but you guys do, you said that you have another type of game, there's virtual reality.
We have VR escape rooms. So you get to use your mind and solve puzzles to escape whatever story you pick. It's up to 45 minutes. We have easy all the way to hard. You can battle aliens, you can battle dragons, you can be in a mysterious manner where you're trying to escape like a witch doctor type scenario. It is so cool.
Okay, so looks like I've got some like pretty advanced stuff. So maybe this isn't the best thing for like little bitty guys, right?
Correct. So our minimum age is 8, but 12 for anything zombie related, because it could be a little bit scary for them.
That totally makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You're shooting a bunch of zombies and things like that. You
Yeah.
don't want to scare little kids. Okay, so I guess the last thing left before we get started really is where do people find you?
At our website, ZeroLatencyJax.com. Everything you need is on there.
Right on. Okay, so let me ask you something. Do I think this by myself?
You can, but it's way more fun with an extra person.
Right, okay.
Don't worry, David. I'm here. Let's do this. We look cool.
Let's go. Let's do it. Hey! Wow, you look awesome! So are you! What?
That was one of the coolest things.
That's
I've done.
amazing!
That was so cool. And the coolest part actually is because some of these virtual reality games that you play,
Yeah.
especially the ones at home, I'm fine when I have the headset on. As soon as I take it off, I get motion sickness, and I did not feel that
No,
here.
it was great.
So that's nice.
But I will say one of the craziest things is like when you're in there, and you know, there's so much topography, right?
Yeah.
So you walk up ramps and stairs and things like that, and when you do, it's so weird. It tricks your
You
mind.
wanna, like,
You're
walk up
yeah,
the ramp.
You feel like you're walking upstairs in a
But
ramp.
this is what we're walking
but it's
on the
just
whole
flat.
time.
And then when I pulled the headset off at the very end of it, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I'm
and
here.
another thing, I was nervous that we were going to run into each other
Yeah.
or the wall, but it does a really good job of letting you know ahead of time, hey, you're getting close.
Yep.
I felt
Yeah, we
very
never ran into each other
comfortable.
one time.
No, I felt very comfortable navigating this. I was a little nervous at first, but this was so fun.
Cool. And like Fred was talking about, the like world that you're in just keeps expanding and expanding. It is one of the coolest things we've done.
Well, I don't think we're done. What do you think? Our mission is not complete.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Back under the hood.
It was very easy to work with Farrah and Farrah. Once that initial phone call happened and the paperwork was done, it was like I was told we got it from here. I had to do nothing but show up. It put a lot of ease to me about my situation.
Has epoxy failed you? I'm Jay Mariano, owner of Shark Coatings. Right now, we're offering 15% off plus free removal of your existing failed coating. Learn more at sharkfloorcoatings.com.
You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget.
Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year.
So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-261-6204.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're Prime Buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
The new year brings fresh ideas for how people connect, gather, and entertain at home. Joseph Carr, founder of Josh Cellars, joins me now to share emerging 2026 at-home entertaining trends, highlighting thoughtful planning, crowd-pleasing touches, and elevated non-alcoholic options that are shaping modern gatherings. So thank you so much for joining us. And as we kick off 2026, can you talk to us about some entertaining trends we should plan to see this year?
Well, thanks, Jordan. Yes, 2026 is going to be exciting because it's America's 250th anniversary. So there's going to be parties and events, and people are going to look at American-made products. And Josh Cellars is one of America's most beloved wine brands. It's a company that I started with my wife 20 years ago. We worked inside my garage where we had a desk was the picnic table, and I made wine inside another person's winery for almost 5 years, and now it's just an amazing brand. It embodies the American dream, and how appropriate for America's 250th anniversary.
Are you seeing any trends in beverage or drink options that are shaping gatherings?
Yeah, well, the NA space, non-alcohol wines, you have Dry January, so that's out there, and we recognized that a couple of years ago. So we came out with a non-alcoholic sparkling wine, which we have right here, and we actually make that in Italy at this beautiful winery north of Venice, where we also make an alcoholic Prosecco. But yeah, that trend is out there, and you can drink it by itself, or you can make what they call a mocktail.
Any other trends we can expect in the year ahead when it comes to how people entertain?
Well, when it comes to entertaining, I think one of the important things is to make it a little easier. You don't have to do a 12-course dinner. You can do a buffet, and you could do wine-based cocktails if you want to try that. And experiment with, different types of wine as well. I mean, we make Josh Cellars Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Pinot Noir is great for a party. We have a beautiful wine called Josh Cellars Sea Swept, which is Sauvignon Blanc and Pinot Grigio. And then, of course, we make sparkling wines. We're coming out with a new sparkling wine called Sea Swept Sparkling out of California. So, yeah, there's lots of trends, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And America 250, we are really going to celebrate it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Where can we go, though, to learn some more information?
Well, go to joshcellars.com. Check out our Instagram feed. It's really a lot of fun. And you can also go on YouTube. I've had about 10 million views on YouTube talking about my journey and the story and these wonderful wines that we make. So that's how you can find out more about us.
Thanks again. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
Honey.
You too, huh?
The COVID-19, we're not waiting. If it's COVID,
Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
Our symptoms are mild now, but we're not risking it.
Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and help stop the virus from multiplying in your body. Taking Paxlovid with certain medicines can lead to serious or life-threatening side effects or affect how it or other medicines work, including hormonal birth control. Tell your doctor about all medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements you take, as certain tests or dosage changes of your other medicines may be needed. Tell them if you have kidney or liver problems, HIV-1, are or plan to be pregnant or breastfeed. Don't take Paxlovid if allergic to its ingredients. Stop taking and call your doctor right away if you have allergic reaction symptoms. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, some severe like anaphylaxis and liver problems. These are not all the possible side effects, so talk to your doctor.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor today.
Remodeling your kitchen, bath, or laundry? The team at ProCraft can help you get started and provide you with a list of quality contractors to make your home designs a reality. Visit our showroom today to get inspired. Insist on the best. Ask for ProCraft Cabinetry.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Let's get organized together.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have knee, hip, back, or shoulder pain? Do you hurt just going up and down stairs or getting in and out of your car? What if I told you there was a solution, one that requires no surgery and no downtime?
Before I had the treatment, I couldn't even run 10 steps, without having pain. This was just so easy, and you feel results within days.
The day I walked into that office to have the treatment done, it's just like night and day. Now that I have completed the treatment, I will stick with it for life.
After the treatment, feeling great and just building up, I'm building up all my muscles now. I went for a modern solution as opposed to somebody just cutting on you.
If you're tired of dealing with your knee, hip, or shoulder pain and want to see what can be done without surgery, call now. The first 25 callers will receive a $47 consultation. Appointments are limited and are given in the order of calls received, so call now.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's a lot of reasons. Did you know there are over 6,000 car crashes every day across the United States? That's staggering. Many will have no idea what to do next. We've recovered over $25 billion for our injured clients. We know exactly what to do. Injured in a car accident, we became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Well, that's going to do it for us today. But remember, if you missed any of our segments, you can watch First Coast Living again at 2 p.m. on FCN Plus. Just download the app. It's free, baby.
All right, so I got to have that second acai bowl, that power bowl.
Pretty good, isn't it?
I ate the whole thing.
Nice!
Yes, it is so refreshing, so delicious.
You're ready for a workout.
Well, I know, because I asked how many grams of protein are in it. 42 grams
That's amazing.
for that specific one.
That is amazing. And be careful with those guns like that flexing on TV. Like,
look, I'm with my girl now. My coach is back, so you're still seeing the sculpture.
This is a family show with weapons and stuff out. Like, come on now.
Well, we're excited for tomorrow, though, too.
Absolutely, because Chef Tom will be here. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, we've got a lot more in store, of course, the mix with Jasmine Monroe. But the news is next, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you tomorrow.
The boss! We got the boss, baby!